ago. They've been together for 5 years. That's that same tat. Yeah, my boy in that bitch putting her to work. Ain't no way.
It's one thing when folks gossip about your love life, but when those quiet whispers turn into full-blown receipts that all point in the same direction, oh, that's when things get messy. Right now, fans are buzzing with a theory. Travis Hunter and his wife Leanna might be hiding a dead bedroom situation.
We're literally slowing down the wedding footage like it was a movie trailer, convinced a pregnancy announcement was coming.
And that could be the real reason those cheating rumors just won't die down. And no, this isn't coming out of nowhere. From baby bump speculation to wedding clips that scream zero chemistry, and even Leanna's own past words admitting Travis wasn't really her type. The internet's connecting the dots like it's a true crime investigation. People swear the moment she pulled away at their reception was her way of saying, without saying, that Travis just can't deliver where it matters most.
Like, he never tried to be like, oh, just because I drink, you can't drink, or you can't hang out with your friends.
And here's the crazy part. The deeper you look, the more everything starts falling into place. That wedding reception, it was the spark that lit the fire. Picture it. The crowd's cheering, cameras flashing, Travis leans in for a romantic kiss, and Leanna turns her head fast. Smooth, but not smooth enough to hide from eagle-eyed viewers. That tiny move exploded online. Some tried to excuse it, saying maybe she didn't want to smudge her lipstick. But plenty of others are convinced it was a silent public rejection, right there in front of everyone.
I was supposed to be back in a month. She stayed with me for 3 months. I had 3 surgeries. Each month I had a surgery. And then I had a bone infection, so I got a PICC line in my arm, which y'all don't know about. That junk is about this long.
Stick around for more tea like this. Hit that subscribe button on Juicy Real. That's the kind of move you just don't see when there's real chemistry. And with all the rumors already swirling, people weren't buying that it was just a random moment. They took it as a sign. If you haven't seen the clip, this is the exact scene that's got the internet in a chokehold. And this is where the speculation turned personal. Comments started pouring in like, she refused to kiss him but still took the ring. And this love looks more like a business deal. Bet the real guy she's with was in the crowd. The more folks replayed it, the more they linked it to every other stiff, awkward moment between these two. Because let's be real, you don't pull away from your brand new husband on your wedding night if you're desperate to be close. At least that's how the fans see it. For many, this wasn't just about the missed kiss. It was about what that kiss, or the lack of it, might be saying about everything else. And just when the kiss dodge moment was blowing up, here came another twist. Pregnancy rumors. Some swore Leanna looked pregnant in certain wedding shots. TikTok detectives got to work, pulling side-by-sides, circling her stomach, slowing the clips down frame by frame. You know how the internet gets when they think they've spotted something. It's like a full-blown investigation. And no, I'm not exaggerating. Fans were literally breaking down the wedding video like it was a blockbuster trailer, convinced a pregnancy reveal was right around the corner. For more spicy breakdowns like this, hit that subscribe button on Juicy Real. Here's where it gets even wilder. Travis and Leanna both stepped forward to shut everything down, calling the rumors baseless and accusing people of just reaching. Maybe they were. But for a lot of fans, that denial didn't clear the air one bit. If anything, it shifted the whole conversation into even murkier territory. Because now, if she was pregnant, a bigger, messier question popped up. Was Travis even the father?
For y'all information, I'm still not on social media, so whatever y'all say,
it don't matter. It don't matter.
It don't matter.
It don't matter.
Never know. They're off. You cannot get in touch with Travis unless you text his phone.
Some people started whispering that if the spark had already fizzled in the bedroom, maybe that left space for someone else to slide in. And once that pregnancy theory hit the streets, every other rumor suddenly hit 10 times harder. And let's be real. If there's one thing the internet loves, it's digging up old clips that perfectly fit the story they've already decided is true. For Leanna, that gotcha moment came in the form of an interview where she casually dropped a bomb. She straight up admitted that when they first met, Travis wasn't even her type. Fans went to town with it, clipping it, remixing it, and flooding timelines with captions like, "This made her look even worse," and "She's a terrible liar," with others clowning Travis as a major simp. And it didn't stop there. Some argued it wasn't just about looks. Maybe she was never into his whole vibe or energy from the jump. Because here's the messy logic fans are running with. If there was never that instant physical pull, maybe the spark never truly lit. And if it never lit, that could explain a lot. Why she sometimes seems distant in public. Why certain moments feel more like staged PR than real passion. And why those bedroom whispers just refuse to fade away. And just when that not my type clip was going viral again, boom, another old video resurfaced, reigniting the cheating talk that started it all. This one showed Leanna at a party, dancing real close with another man. Now, let's be clear, this wasn't some fresh post-wedding scandal. The footage was from way back, but the way it popped back up now, the timing made it feel brand new and oh so relevant. In the clip, she's smiling, leaning in, looking completely at ease with this guy. And on TikTok, that's all it took for the internet jury to call it evidence. The comments were ruthless, from "Ain't nothing worse than finding out the woman you love is a 304 so sad man" to "He needs to run." Do we know if anything actually happened? Nope. But when the current story floating around is that she's emotionally and physically checked out of her marriage, those optics hit way different. Don't miss the next twist. Subscribe to Juicy Reel so you don't miss a drop of the drama. Here's where things really start clicking for people watching from the sidelines. Travis, he's a total homebody, all about football, training, and chilling at home. Leanna, complete opposite. She's social, she loves being out, she thrives in the nightlife, and she's admitted it herself. She's even told stories about nights when Travis would just sit in the car waiting while she was out living it up. Now, that's not a crime. Plenty of couples have different vibes. But when one partner lives a calm, routine life, and the other is hopping from event to event, mingling with new faces, people start noticing. Fans began saying, "This is why she's so often spotted without him. It's not always drama. They just don't roll in the same circles." And then came the Heisman ceremony, the moment many point to as the start of the cold wife talk. Travis was on stage, basking in his big moment. The whole crowd was on their feet cheering. And Leanna? She stayed seated. Coach Prime had to literally nudge her to get up. It only lasted a second, but once that clip hit the internet, it was everywhere. That tiny pause became the seed that grew into the entire cold wife narrative. Some claimed she looked bored out of her mind, while others tried to spin it as her way of keeping the spotlight on Travis. Either way, that 1 second was enough to make the internet go wild. For more moments that changed the whole story, hit that subscribe button on Juicy Reel. Either way, that image stuck like glue. And from that day forward, every time Leanna showed up in public with Travis, people were locked on her body language like hawks. Here's the kicker. If you actually watch the full Heisman clip, she does clap and cheer. But nobody cared about that part. The internet had already frozen that one awkward frame in time, and it became the proof people needed to say she just wasn't into him. And once that cold wife label stuck, it didn't matter what she did. Folks were ready to spot the worst in every move she made, which is exactly why, when Travis finally stepped in to defend her, it blew up into its own headline. He said she cried herself to sleep from all the online hate, and that watching her go through it hurt him just as much. He made it clear he didn't see her behavior as disrespect, just an innocent moment caught at the wrong time, taken way out of context. But you could tell he was frustrated, because no matter how hard he tried to explain, the internet just wouldn't let it go. Some people respected him for standing by his wife. But others? They twisted it into brand new theories. Why is he defending her so hard if there's nothing to hide? And this sounds like he's covering up something way bigger. For more deep dives into viral drama, make sure you're subscribed to Juicy Reel. It turned into one of those situations where speaking up only made things worse. The trolls doubled down, and suddenly even people who had never paid attention to Travis and Leanna before were digging through old clips like amateur detectives, trying to see what all the noise was about. After weeks of being at the center of every TikTok conspiracy and splashed across sports blog headlines, the couple just vanished. Both of their accounts went completely dark, and Travis barely popped up anywhere online. Then, out of nowhere, he went on record explaining why he'd stepped back from social media. And if you've been following the drama, you know that only made the chatter even louder. The official story? The hate had gone too far, and they just wanted some peace. But of course, not everyone's buying it. Word on the street is that Leanna allegedly confided to one of her girlfriends about Travis not being able to keep up in the bedroom. And somehow that little bombshell started creeping into comment sections everywhere. And if that's true, you can't really blame him for wanting to disappear. No man wants total strangers, or worse, his own teammates, scrolling through his posts and reading those kinds of comments, especially when the internet is already on edge, waiting to pounce on anything that might fuel their favorite storyline. Stick around, this saga isn't done yet. Smash that subscribe button on Juicy Reel so you don't miss the next twist. If people were looking for confirmation of their theories, the couple's silence gave them exactly that, but not in the way Travis and Leanna probably hoped. Instead of calming things down, ghosting the public sent speculation into overdrive. Fans took that silence as the ultimate something's wrong signal, and suddenly every old clip, every awkward glance, every whispered rumor started looking like a piece of one giant puzzle. By now, the drama had moved way past just awkward wedding moments or online gossip. It was hitting Travis where it really stings, his wallet. Word on the internet is that when he and Leanna tied the knot, they skipped signing a prenup. And here's the kicker. They got married in Tennessee, where the alimony laws can get tricky. Depending on how long the marriage lasts and the circumstances of a split, you could end up handing over a serious chunk of cash. So let's stack it up. Fans are already whispering that Leanna's interest in him fizzled out. There's talk she's been close with another man, maybe even a Jaguars player. And now, if they ever called it quits, she could walk away with a slice of his rookie earnings. That's not just losing your wife. That's losing your wife and your wallet in one hit. And online, people haven't been shy about it. Some are calling him the biggest loser in this whole mess. Because whether the cheating rumors are true or not, Travis is still sitting in the middle of a PR disaster that's eating away at more than just his reputation. Want more inside scoops like this? Hit that subscribe button on Juicy Reel. And just when it seemed like things couldn't get any messier, the internet found a new angle. Leanna's sudden soft launch on her socials. Out of nowhere, she popped up in fresh photos, all glammed up. No Travis in sight, and fans were quick to notice she wasn't wearing her wedding ring in any of them. Comments exploded. She's single soft launching. This is the pre-divorce glow-up. And bet the next post is her with a mystery man. Every new upload became its own investigation, with people zooming in on her hands, her captions, even her location tags. And while all eyes were on her, Travis stayed almost completely off the radar, until a teammate posted a group pic and he looked, well, rough. Fans jumped on it instantly, saying he looked drained, stressed, and like a man who's losing more than just football games. Then came the wildest claim yet, an anonymous DM circulating online, allegedly from someone close to the couple, saying the marriage is basically over and they're just waiting for the right time to announce it. Of course, nobody knows if it's legit, but the internet doesn't exactly need proof to run with a story. Now the narrative's shifted, it's not just about whether she cheated or whether the spark's gone. People are betting on when the official breakup will drop. Some even have announcement dates picked out, like it's a holiday. And if that happens, let's just say it won't just be gossip blogs covering it. ESPN's gonna have a field day. A marriage that fans believe is crumbling, and a financial setup that's basically a ticking time bomb. But here's the part people can't shake. A lot of them are convinced it all started in one place, behind closed doors. Because if the bedroom was the first thing to break down, maybe everything else, the awkward moments, the cold stares, the rumors, the public silence, was just the fallout. And if that's true, then whatever comes next could be the moment that blows this whole saga wide open. The kind of headline that makes every past clip look like a breadcrumb leading right here. Make sure you're locked in with Juicy Reel, because when the next chapter drops, you'll want front row seats to the drama.